PathMook is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. PathMook qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add PathMook to your website in seconds. Let the AI do all the work and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us on pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Rebecca Fowler from Industrial Maid. How are you doing today, Becca?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. And well, let's kick it off, right? In your own words, tell us a little bit more about what Industrial Maid is all about.
Yeah, so we're kind of on a mission to improve indoor air quality across industrial and commercial businesses. So in the world, as a people, we spend about 90% of our time indoors. And the EPA says that over 100 times of particulates and dust matter are collected indoors and outside. So we're trying to solve that problem for businesses we do baghouse filtration, which is a cost-effective and long-lasting air filtration solution for dust, odors, oil, and fumes that exist. So from a commercial perspective, we're more of an American-made manufacturer, and so we're heavy-duty filtration with full capacity filters and maximum efficiency.
Okay, awesome. Great to hear that. So then that way our listeners then could get a good understanding there of company. What would you say is that key problem that you guys like to solve for clients?
Yeah, the key problem that we typically solve is we want to improve indoor air quality so that employees are breathing in good air and not getting dust particulates, oils, fumes, all of that, ingesting that in their systems.
Okay, all right. And then so is there a certain vertical segment? Is there an ideal ICP there for you guys?
Yeah, so we work mainly with like manufacturers such as like metal, plastics, carbon fiber fabricators, machine shops. And then another segment is we are based in Nebraska. So agriculture is kind of a big business for us, like farms, cannabis shops, all of that. We work with those to collect those dust particulates as well.
Okay, perfect. So then how would then somebody usually find out then about the company? Is there a top client acquisition channel for you guys?
Yeah, so we actually have two. So we have an industrial and a commercial segment that we use. So the industrial, we actually have a distribution channel set up with experts in the field throughout the country. And then they basically are utilized from the industrial perspective to provide solutions to customers on a larger scale. So big shops, things that really need kind of layouts and expertise. We have that, and that's gone through our distribution channel. And then we have our commercial side, which is mainly focused on an e-commerce and an inbound approach. We utilize Shopify as our source, but that's kind of the secondary side of it. And that's mainly for businesses or smaller businesses, such as like school shops or wood shops or machine shops that really only need one or two machines, and they're able to get that without any kind of assistance needed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Great to hear that. And so that way that our listeners who are tuned in can go ahead and visit you. They can always check you guys out at industrial-maid.com. What role does the website then play for client acquisition?
Yeah, so I think for the website, we really utilize it as a source of solving the problem or educating users at that phase where in their research, right? So that's one of the uses. We're developing content, we're developing spec sheets, we're trying to educate them on their industry specific needs. So getting into the nitty gritty of like which particulates they're trying to address and so on and so forth. So you're really trying to pull them in by helping them in that research phase. And then from the other end of that spectrum, we're also utilizing that as a resource for our distributors on product specifics and trainings and ongoing education there.
All right, interesting, like that. And so then is there any tools or tips or methods that you would recommend to your listeners as far as the website lead generation?
Yeah, I mean, focus on problem solving, right? So like at the base core of marketing is we're trying to solve a problem and we're trying to help customers along that line of that. So content is huge, making sure that what you're offering is easy to understand and clear, and just keep giving information to educate.
Great to hear that. Well, then let's switch gears a little bit then, and let's talk about you as a leader. What are some key tasks you like to focus on your day-to-day work?
Yeah, we operate pretty leanly. So I work within both the sales and the marketing capacity. So on any given day, I'm helping customers find the specific solutions on the e-commerce, or I'm working with our distributors on an engineer-to-order product for a customer, or I'm currently doing a lot of research and digging the marketing trends and analysis of like current improvements that are coming out in air quality control, or creating helpful content from that or for different industries via like newsletters, blogs, drip campaigns, social media. I also work with our engineering team directly to develop new products or improvements to address different air solutions.
Oh, great. All right, awesome. So it's like you have a full plate there on your hands. But in those between times, how do you like to stay up to date with all the trends in the marketing world as far as strategies and news? Is there a preferred channel that you'd like to go with?
Yeah, so I automate a lot of that. So I get Google alerts pretty every morning, and I've set it up to pull in specific categories that research, and then they pull data coming to me. And then I'm also playing around a lot with ChatGPT, just from a researching perspective. I'm kind of in that verifying phase of everything, but I've been really impressed with it because it pulls in different avenues. And then finally, I use YouTube quite a bit, just watching experts and learning from them in the field on areas of expertise. So, yeah.
Great. Awesome. So then let's switch to our next section then here, Becca, which is our rapid fire question rounds. Are you ready for them?
Sure.
All right. Awesome. So then first up is, what is the last book that you read?
Yeah, so I recently read The Goal by Elihu Goldratt. It's actually an old book, but it talks about business operations and manufacturing. And then basically it's talking about not losing sight of why a business is in business. So I really enjoyed that one. And then just for fun, I read Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, which is kind of a guilty pleasure, but yeah.
Great. Then next up is, if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you would want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Yeah, I would say SEO is a big piece for me in Google, just because there's a million different platforms that they have with like Console, AdWords, Merchant Center, all of that. And then SEO just feels like a constant moving target. So simplifying that or automating that. And I think they're coming out with tools now, but yeah, it's just a lot. They need to simplify that.
Definitely. Okay, great to hear that. The next up then is, if there's one repetitive task that you could automate, what would that be?
Yeah, I would say managing a CRM and identifying the individuals that are like looking or needing help at the time they need it. That's an area that I think we can continue to improve on in a healthy, holistically way. I love the idea of automation in that regard, but I also want to make sure that I want to find a balance between automating that and then still creating that relationship with our customers post understanding. So,
okay, all right, like that. And well, then lastly is, what would be that one piece of advice that you would give yourself, Becca, if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
Yeah, I would say I'm someone that loves to research and develop a specific process flow and everything. And I think as marketers, there's no one size fits all. So trying different avenues and doing A/B testing to try to help get that information out there is better than just researching and following one stream. And so being willing to adapt and try new things and doing it without it being perfect is something I think as marketers we need to ever be doing.
Okay, great. I like that. And then we are coming to the end of the show here then, Becca. But before we do end, I do want to give you the last word. Say someone forgets everything about the interview today. What is that one thing they should remember about the companies?
We're here to help. At the end of the day, there's a major need for improvements in our air quality. And so we want to make sure that you are able to play a part in that solution or get the solution that you need and get a better understanding, because education is key to helping to start the solution.
Where you guys heard it from Becca. You could always visit them at industrial-maid.com. Go ahead, breathe easy with quality U.S. built products backed by engineering support and exceptional customer service. Hey, Becca, well, thank you so much for being on with us today. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to our next episode at Pathmonk Presents. Thanks a lot, Becca.